Hi there, this is Rob Baard, creator of the Ninja Universe, with the director's commentary for Episode 2, Ninja Infinite Ways. The budget for this film was around $1,000 to cover the costs of the jail and the locations and the costumes. So the story kicks straight into the action with the Hungarian from the prelude taking a hostage. This is Vivian Langham, who plays Rachel. Vivian's gone on to play Rachel in every episode after this. Infinite Ways was actually never intended to be connected to the Ninja series. At the time, I wanted to shoot a fight sequence that showed more of the inner energy work that the ninja training actually develops in you. The short film explores some of those concepts that I'd been studying around that time, specifically energy, frequency and vibration, which connected to Gyokuryu and the Bakuin energy locking method. So since I was shooting, I thought, why not tack on a minor story at the start and the end and make it relevant to the series? So here we are going straight into flashback with, I guess, the end of the Ninja Prelude here and the trauma that's still affecting our hero character of being there for a friend who ultimately, at the end of the day, betrayed him. So between 2010 and 2012, we shot Prelude in 2010 and this one in 2012. And in those 2 years, the massive amount of learning, discovery on reality and the universe itself had really, brought me to a spot where I was paying attention to the signs and realizing that there were no coincidences in the world and all sorts of different things that the training and experience opens up to you as an individual. So we're kind of playing with that concept here that the ninja is following the signs after the events of the prelude and ending up in the right place at the right time, which just happens to be the Hungarian taking this hostage. This syncs up more when you watch The Immovable Heart, and we see that Rachel actually works for the company that made the GT440 device. The GT440 was the device that the Hungarian got in the prelude. So essentially he's got the device and now he's taking one of the research analysts who helped work on that device, which plays out in The Immovable Heart. So when it came to this director's commentary, I was thinking the best director's commentary you're really going to get on things is actually watching the film. If we're talking about ninjutsu, the idea was to show all of the elements involved in the Tenshi Jin, which is the ninja's instructor's manual. So everything involved from going from a 9th kyu to Shodan. And I think we show pretty much all of those techniques. So if you're looking at this from a ninjutsu perspective, best to watch the actual film and listen. And otherwise, if you're not, here we are with the director's commentary. So these shots here in flashback were shot by Ben Helweg, the DOP of the Ninja Prelude. The rest of this was shot by myself and John Balaz, who also edited the film. What we were looking for at this time was a more stylized type of fighting and camera work. So this was around the time of 300 and those types of films. So we're moving into elements of 300 style slow motion shots, exploring things like the X-ray punch here. And as much as the prelude was to show people what we could do, this one was to showcase the fighting method and things that were going on within. So I really wanted to choose a stylized type of fighting method here. It's more raw, as you can see. Now the stunt guys are, again, Charles Edgar, we have Sean Trait's in there again, who was the sniper in the first film, and Antonio Tito, who played one of the mob thugs in the prelude. So we're trying to really, again, as with the prelude, take all of the story and exposition to different settings and different locations while essentially the fight unfolds, just to keep it interesting. So trying different types of techniques of shifting between slow motion, pulling in 300 style shots, and then moving to much quicker fight scenes. This was shot over 2 days. It was a grueling 2-day shoot. It was shot at night time with no rehearsals for these fight scenes, only concepts in minds of we'd use this technique, that technique, and this technique. So in my mind, it was always that Vivian's character was being interrogated. here we are. This technique with the bow staff were actually from wazas that I was doing, waza meaning technique, that I was learning around the time of Shinden Fudoru and Kuka Shindenru bow staff, or Shaku bow staff. And just exploring those ideas. When I watch the Prelude and Infinite Ways and the Immovable Heart, to me I can see where I was in my training at that time and where my mind was, and the elements that we're exploring here. A very different film to the Prelude, and essentially all the films so far are very different films in terms of style, in terms of action, in terms of the narrative of the story. You're doing what serves the story best. Infinite Ways refers to Kion Hoppo, which means 8 ways and many ghost of the way, many different things and interpretations with the Japanese kanji. One of those being 8 on the side, and also, which is bringing around infinity or infinite. The idea is that you are training to be moving in infinite ways, to be living in infinite ways, to be free in mind, body, and spirit. So here we see that the signs have led him to a connection with his past and the turmoil of the Ninja Prelude. We're exploring healing elements here. This was a time when I was also studying a lot of Reiki and healing elements, and they say that the higher up you go in the arts, they head more into the healing elements and things. And look, for me, these things are about giving a role model and a character, which can be quite the contrary of what the 80s might have portrayed with ninjas and being assassins and killers and those sorts of things. The ninja never kills. In fact, he heals, and his aim is to be a friend. And here, when Vivian's character actually says to him, "Who are you?" and he responds with a friend, because that's all we can ever really need at our time in need, when you're going through tough times and hoping that someone will stick by you, all you can really look for in the world is a friend. So for me, that's what the ninja is, and that's what I put him out there as to the world, a friend. And friendship comes in many ways, and certainly helping people comes in many ways. In fact, around the time of shooting this film, we made an entire video, which was me driving and just talking about my journey as in helping people and in being there for people and those types of things. There's so many layers that comes to what all of these things mean to help someone and how to help and what help even is. Certainly a topic well beyond this short film. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of this quick look at the Ninja Infinite Ways, and look forward to spending some more digital time with you on episode 3, the first feature film, The Ninja Immovable Heart. Thank you. This is Rob Baard, the creator of the Ninja Universe.